This is the Grand Avenue Water Tower in St. Louis, Missouri. At 154 feet, it's the tallest freestanding classical column anywhere in the world, more than twice the height of its closest competitor, the Column of Pompey in Alexandria. Despite its name, the Grand Avenue Water Tower was never used to store water. When it was built, St. Louis's water supply was pumped from the Mississippi with steam-powered engines. The system was prone to sudden pressure spikes, which could damage the pipes. To prevent this, engineers built standpipes, tall metal tubes filled with water that rose and fell in response to pressure changes. A number of other American cities built standpipes during the late 19th century. Of the few that survive today, the best known is the Chicago Water Tower, long a fixture of the Michigan Avenue shopping district. St. Louis had, and still has, 3 standpipes. The Grand Avenue Tower, built in 1871, is the oldest. Its pipe has a diameter of 5 feet. The whole structure, as mentioned earlier, is 154 feet tall. The tower was designed by George Barnett, one of St. Louis's most distinguished architects, responsible for the old courthouse and the Missouri Governor's Mansion, among many other commissions. Barnett had to wrap the pipe in masonry. If the iron sides were exposed, the water inside might freeze in winter. And he had to make the pipe look like something. A gigantic brick tube, after all, wouldn't be very appealing. But why did he decide to make it look like a gigantic Corinthian column? Although he worked in many styles, Barnett seems to have especially favored neoclassicism, which might explain his decision. But I suspect that he also regarded a Roman design as especially appropriate for a building that dealt with water, as another St. Louis monument suggests. This is the Chain of Rocks Bridge over the Mississippi, upstream of St. Louis. Behind me are the city's old water intakes. It's number 2 just here. This intake, built in 1915, was done in the Roman Revival style, as you can see from several details on the building. It's almost a miniature Palladian villa with that great arched doorway and elaborate moldings. This seemed appropriate, both because that was the era of the City Beautiful movement, when Roman architecture was fashionable, and because anything tied to water, and therefore to the memories of aqueducts and civil engineering, seems especially Roman in the popular imagination. The Grand Avenue Water Tower was decommissioned in 1912 and has remained unused since. It is, however, a remarkable testament to how the Roman architectural language could be used to dress up an American civic improvement in the late 19th century.